and advocating for gender equality and raising awareness about women's rights. This day recognizes the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women, highlights the challenges women still face, including gender discrimination and violence. Now let's start this celebration with a song by Mukesh.
మగువా మగువా లోకానికి తెలుసా నీ విలువా మగువా మగువా నీ సహనానికి సరిహద్దులు కలవా అటు ఇటు అన్నింటా నువ్వే జగమంతా పరుగులు తీస్తావు ఇంత బయట అదుపని రవ్వంతా ననే అనవంట వెలుగులు పూస్తావు వెళ్ళేదారంతా నీ కాటుక కనులు విప్పారకపోతే ఈ భూమికి తెరవారదుగా నీ గాజుల చేయి కదలాడకపోతే ఏ మనుగడ కొనసాగదుగా ప్రతి వరుసలోను ప్రేమగా అల్లుకున్న బంధము అంతులేని నీ శ్రమ అంచాలయాలు కోరని ఆదిశక్తి రూపమా నీవు లేని జగతిలో దీపమే వెలుగునా నీరగులాడనలో ప్రియమగు పాలనలో ప్రతి ఒక్క మగవాడు పసివాడేగా ఎందరి పెరుగులలో ఏ చిరునవ్వు ఉన్నా ఆశి మెరుపులకు మూలం నువ్వేగా మగువా మగువా లోకానికి తెలుసా నీ విలువా మగువా మగువా నీ సహనానికి సరిహద్దులు కలవా
Thank you, Mukesh, for your wonderful song. Now, next, a thematic performance by 5th Pandi students, and the theme is From Shadows to Sunshine, the impact of support. I welcome the 5th Pandi students to perform.
పొన్నారి బంగారు కన్న అల్లాని ముద్దంటి సమాజం ఉన్నటువంటి అమ్మాయి మొదటిగా అయితే బాగుండేమో అంటే
అరే అమ్మాయ అదేంటే వంశోద్ధారకుని తెస్తామనుకుంటే సరే సర్లే లోపలికి రా.
త్వరగా తీసుకున్నామే ఎంతసేపు వెయిట్ చేయాలి?
వస్తున్నానండి. జయ కాఫీ పడతారా? వస్తున్నా అత్తయ్య. మన పాపని పెద్ద బడికి పంపిద్దామండి.
అమ్మాయికి పెద్ద పెద్ద చదువులు ఎందుకు? ఇంటి పని వంట పని వస్తే సరిపోతుందిలే. మన వీధి చివరి పడికి పంపదాంలే.
నాన్న నాకు డాన్స్ నేర్చుకోవాలనుంది నాన్న.
ఆడపిల్లకి గొప్పగా ఎందుకు?
కళ నెరవేరిపోతుంది దేవుడా.
ఆడపిల్లకి కుక్కినది ఎందుకు? అమ్మాయికి పెద్ద పెద్ద చదువులు ఎందుకు? ఇంటి పని వంట పని వస్తుంది.
ఎంత బాగుండేది. ఒక మంచి కుటుంబం నాకు తోడుగా ఉంటే, నా చదువును ప్రోత్సహించి నన్ను అర్థం చేసుకొని నాకు అడ్డుగా కాకుండా అండగా నిలిచేవారు ఉంటే, నా కోసం ఒక నమ్మకం చూపించేవారు ఉంటే, నా కళలు నా ఆశయాలు ఎప్పుడూ చదువుతో నిండి ఉండేవి. కానీ నా చుట్టూ ఉన్న ప్రపంచం మాత్రం నన్ను అర్థం చేసుకోలేకపోయింది. నాకేం అర్థం అవ్వట్లేదు. నేను పాపాన్ని చూసుకోగలనా?
నువ్వు ఒంటరిదాన్ని కాదు, నేనున్నా వాళ్ళని చూడగా.
మనసులో ఎలాంటి ఆలోచనలు పెట్టుకోకుండా కొన్ని రోజులు రెస్ట్ తీసుకోమా. పాపని చూసుకుంటానే.
మా పాపని ఈ స్కూల్లో జాయిన్ చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాను.
మీరే చెప్పండి, ఎక్కడైతే బాగుంటుంది?
మనరాల్ని చాలా పెద్ద చదువు చదివించాలా. నిర్మలా కూతురు ఏదో స్కూల్లో చదువుతుందంట. అక్కడ చేర్పిద్దాం మనం కూడా.
మా అబ్బాయి గవర్నమెంట్ జాబ్ చేస్తున్నాడు. మీ అమ్మాయిని ఏమైనా ఇస్తారా?
లేదండి, మా అమ్మాయి ఇంకా చదువుకోవాలి. అంతవరకు పెళ్లి చేయాలి.
నాన్న, నేను అనంతపూర్లో డ్రగ్ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్గా సెలెక్ట్ అయ్యానన్నా.
కుకింగ్ అయిపోయిందా? ఓకే, నువ్వు వెళ్ళి ఫ్రెష్ అవ్వవు, నేను లంచ్ బాక్స్ ఉంటాను.
సూపర్గా సుఖంగా జీవించడమే మనం సుఖంగా జీవించడం వాడికి మనం గ్రహించే పెద్ద శిక్ష. ప్రతి మగడి విజయం వెనుక ఓ ఆడ ఉంటుంది అంట. అలాగే ప్రతి ఆడదాని విజయం వెనుక తప్పకుండా మగాడు ఉంటాడు. అది వివాహమైన ఆడదాని విజయం వెనుక తప్పకుండా భర్త ఉంటాడు.
ఒక తల్లి పిల్లల కోసం తన ప్రపంచాన్ని మర్చిపోతుంది. కానీ ఆమె కష్టాన్ని ఎవరూ గుర్తించారు. తన కన్నీళ్ళ వెనక నవ్వు, తన బాధ వెనక కుటుంబ సంతోషం. అవును, ఓ తల్లికి మానసికంగా మద్దతు అవసరం. భర్త కుటుంబం అండగా ఉంటేనే ఆమె మళ్ళీ బలంగా మారుతుంది. స్త్రీకి అండగా నిలిచే మగాడు నిజమైన పురుషుడు. తండ్రి తన కూతుర్ని చదివించాడు. భర్త తన భార్యను ముందుకు నడిపించాడు. సోదరుడు తన అక్కకు రక్షణగా నిలిచాడు. ఇలా అమ్మాయికి తన తండ్రి, సోదరుడు, భర్త అందరూ వెంట ఉంటే, ఒకటిగా నడిస్తే కుటుంబం నిలుస్తుంది, సమాజం మారుతుంది, దేశం అభివృద్ధి చెందుతుంది. ఆమె ఒక ఇంటిని నడిపించగలరు, దేశాన్ని పాలించగలరు. ఒక మాటతో కుటుంబాన్ని నిలబెట్టగల స్త్రీ ఒక దేశానికి ముందు మనమే మారాలి. తండ్రిగా, సోదరుడిగా, భర్తగా, కుమారుడిగా ఆమె ముందుకు సాగడానికి అండగా నిలుపుతాం.
The celebration of International Women's Day 2025 at RIPA. Today we come together to honour the strength, resilience and achievements of women worldwide. The Women Empowerment Cell, WEC, at RIPA has been a pillar of supportive progress since 2014, working tirelessly to uplift and empower women. This year, our journey began with a series of impactful activities from February 19th to 21st, setting the stage for today's celebration. Let's take a look at the incredible initiatives undertaken by Women Empowerment Cell in the past year. Adolescent Girls Programme, empowering young girls with essential life skills, financial literacy and leadership training to build a future of independence and confidence. Motivational session, Dr. G. Krishna Murthy inspired pharmacy students to persevere in their academic and professional journeys. Nari Shakti Programme on digital literacy, conducted in collaboration with WhatsApp and Canara Bank, equipping rural women with essential digital skills. Guest lecture on scholarship schemes and financial aid, organised at Sankaran College of Pharmacy to enlighten female students about government scholarships and financial aid opportunities. Pharma Women's League 2024, hosted by APTI AP, celebrating women educators through teaching, scientific competitions, cultural events and sports. International Women's Day 2024 celebrations, featuring competitions in sports, arts and intellectual contests, graced by esteemed guests including MP Indira, Inspector of Police, and Dr. V.P. Chipra, Director of Women Empowerment, JNTUA. Nari Shakti Slow Run, organised in association with JNTUA and NSS, symbolising our commitment to empowering women. Women's Safety Awareness Programme, conducted in collaboration with local law enforcement, educating students and staff on self-defence techniques, legal rights and emergency response strategies to ensure a safe and secure environment for women. Right to Information, RTI Awareness Session, a dedicated programme educating students and faculty about the RTI Act, empowering women to exercise their rights in seeking transparency and justice in various domains of life. Health Awareness Initiatives, Cancer Awareness Session by oncologist Dr. Vishnu Priyanka, Free Heart Checkup Camp in Chiyeddu, benefiting over 84 villages, led by cardiologist Dr. Ram Kumar. Student Achievements, C. Manika won the IPA Divinda Our National Elocution Competition. Ms. Hema Sriki was honoured with the Social Impact Award. Faculty Excellence, RIPA's faculty team reached the AICTE Millet Recipe Grand Finale in New Delhi, showcasing innovation in nutrition. Social Responsibility Programmes, Swachhata High Saver campaign promoting cleanliness and hygiene. Constitution Day awareness to educate students about fundamental rights and duties. These milestones are just the beginning. The Women Empowerment Cell at RIPA remains committed to creating a future where every woman can thrive in a safe, informed and empowered society. We extend our gratitude to our faculty, students and supporters for making this journey possible. Together we rise and together we continue. Happy Women's Day. Let's celebrate and empower.
Next, a song by Mukesh.
అమ్మగా అమ్మాయిగా అందరికీ ఇదే మా వందనం. ఊరిలో అధికారిగా పోరులో అధినేత్రిగా జాతిని నడిపే జాడలందరికీ ఇదే నీరాజనం. మహిళ లేనిదే మహిళ లేదే వైభవం, అది చాటేందుకే ఈనాడు వచ్చింది మరలా మహిళా దినోత్సవం. మహిళా దినోత్సవం, మహిళా దినోత్సవం. తోబుట్టువులు ఎందరో తల్లులై తరలి కోరుకున్న మజిలి అడుగు బయటకేస్తే చాలు, మిమ్మల్ని అడ్డుకుంటాయి ఎన్నో సవాళ్ళు. అయినా నిబ్బరంగా నిలిచే ఆడవాళ్ళు మీకు జోహార్లు. అవి అర్పించేందుకు ఈనాడు వచ్చింది మరలా మహిళా దినోత్సవం. మహిళా దినోత్సవం, మహిళా దినోత్సవం. సంకల్పమే శ్వాసగా సాగిపో సఫలా, నీవు నీలోకి ప్రయాణించవే నీకు నువ్వు జతగా. ఆశయంతో కలిపే కాలు నిన్నింకా ఆపలే వంట చుట్టూ కష్టాలు. సంఘం మేలు కోసం మెరిసే నీ చూపే మాకు వరి విల్లు, అది దర్శించేందుకు ఈనాడు వచ్చింది మరలా మహిళా దినోత్సవం. మహిళా దినోత్సవం, మహిళా దినోత్సవం.
We feel really proud regarding Mukesh. He is one of the G5 Telugu contestant. He reached up to 5th level in G Saregama. Next, I request to play AV related to the Viper Women faculty.
అటు ఇటు అంటే
I welcome Rameshwar Rao sir onto the stage. Now I welcome Dr. Samhita Reddy ma'am, Secretary of Women Empowerment Cell, Writer. Now I welcome Mrs. Manvita Reddy ma'am, Controller of Exam. Now I welcome our beloved guest, Dr. E. Sridevi ma'am, Guest of Honor, Lecturer in Botany, Convent Arts College. Welcome ma'am. Now I welcome Dr. B.B. Chitra ma'am, our beloved guest, Chief Guest, Director of Women Empowerment Cell, JNQ, Anantapur. Welcome ma'am. Now I request all the dignitaries on the stage for lighting of lamp.
I request Principal Sir and another sir to join. Sir, we want to see gender equality, please sir.
ೇಂದು ತುಷಾರಹಾರ ಧವಳ ಯಾ ಶುಭ್ರವಸ್ತ್ರಾನ್ವಿತಾ ಯಾ ವೀಣಾ ವರದಂಡ ಮಂಡಿತಕರಾ.
Empowerment Cell to address the gathering.
Respected dignitaries, Dr. Rameshwar Rao sir, and our esteemed guest, Dr. Chitra Madam, Director of Women Empowerment, JNPUA, and Guest of Honor, Dr. Sridevi Madam, Lecturer of Botany Department, Government Arts College, and my dear women fraternity members, the esteemed guest, and faculty of Raipur, my dear students, a very warm welcome to all of you on this special occasion of International Women's Day 2025. It is an honor to stand before you today as a coordinator of Women Empowerment Cell at Raghavendra Institute of Education and Research, Raipur, Anantapur. Actually, the Women Empowerment Cell is established at Raipur in 2014 and initially it was headed by Dr. Geeta Rani Madam. Later it was headed by Usha Rani Madam and Dr. M. Vijayjyoti Madam. And up to that time, I was acted as an co-coordinator of Women Empowerment Cell. And in the year of 2022, I took the charge of Women Empowerment Cell coordinator. Thank you so much, our principal sir, Dr. Y. Padmanabha Reddy garu, and management of Raipur for giving this opportunity to empower a generation of girl students. Every year, we are organizing various events with different themes. This year, the theme of International Women's Day is Invest in Women and Accelerate the Progress. It is a powerful reminder that when we empower the women, definitely we can uplift the communities, economy will be uplifted, and our India will become a developed country. Investing women is not just in terms of the financial assistance or financial support. It means by providing education and by providing equal opportunities and by providing safety in respect to all the spheres of the world. Women have proven their strength in every field, that is in science and technology, business, politics, sports and social activism. From Rani Lakshmibai to Dr. Kiran Mujbar, from Kalpana Chawla to P.V. Sindhu, women have continuously broken the barriers. Despite progress, gender inequality, workplace discrimination, and safety concerns are still exist. To break all the barriers, women education is the only solution because education is the most powerful tool for the women empowerment. At Raipur, we are committed to nurturing confident, skilled, and empowered women who will shape the future in healthcare and society. Let us encourage more women in the STEM, that is science and technology, engineering, mathematics, entrepreneurship, and leadership so that we can contribute meaningfully to the world and society. Today, let us take the pledge to support and uplift every woman around us. Let us work together to create a world where every girl has the confidence to dream big and achieve bigger goals without fear and limitation. Investing in women is investing in the future. Thank you all. I request Ramalingeshwar sir, please come over the dais and address the gallery.
Good morning, all. Guests on the dais and all my colleagues. Of course, I didn't know that I will be here on this day, Women's Day. I think it's very important that we appreciate each other. Thanks, madam, for giving equality to men also today. We realize that we are also equal to you. Actually, I was screening to the net and I found 2-3 captions I think I shared in the group. One thing is now we are talking of empowering women. Now we come to a stage, we have empowered women, men has empowered women, now women has to empower. So my humble request is you also start empowering the other women also because it's also very important. Number 2, elegance is when the inside is as beautiful as outside. So we take utmost care how to appear. So appearance are always defective. So it's not only the external beauty, the internal beauty is also very important. This aspect is very important. And another one thing is, of course, it's true, I will not flatter you. Being a woman is a very difficult task since it consists principally in dealing with the men. So I know even though men are there, but woman is always a task. We saw a beautiful street where still we continue to be there. We superficially say everything is different. But internally it's not only the woman. Men also have a change. That's what I mean. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Now I request Mrs. Namita Ma'am, Controller of Examination, Raipur, to address the gallery.
Good morning, everyone. We all are invited to gather today here to celebrate International Women's Day. So, as we all know, we celebrate this on March 8th every year. But do you any of you know why it's being celebrated or its origin? Okay, so let me just briefly tell you about its origin. So, Women's Day was first celebrated in early 20th century during labor movement to advocate for the better working conditions, equal opportunities and pays. So from then, every year it's being celebrated to honor the achievements and contributions of women in various fields across the globe. There is also a theme for International Women's Day that varies every year. So this year's theme is Accelerate Action, which is basically to achieve and emphasize the urgency of gender equality. As per the recent World Economic Forum, at this current pace, to achieve gender parity and equality, it might take up to year 2158, which is approximately 5 generations from now. So that itself gives the importance of this year's theme. which is accelerate action. It means it is important to call for swift and decisive measures to address biases affecting women in various fields. In today's world, it's very important to be financially independent. It gives us social security. It doesn't matter what degree you hold, but you should be financially independent. So I would request all of you to understand the importance of financial independence. So I think this is a very brief origin of the world's Women's Day. I would like to give the opportunity to explain more about it to other guests here. So once again, I wish you all a very happy Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. Samhita Reddy, ma'am, Secretary of Women Empowerment and Library, to address the panel.
Good morning, everyone on and off the desk. So, I myself, by Samhita Reddy. I was once seated over there as a student, as a first batch student of our family from Raipur itself. So, I have been there, and today I am here. So, it's a bit nostalgic to be standing over here and giving some words, or I don't know, it might seem like words of advice, but what I have understood and what I have gone through, I would like to give some points on where we have to stand strong and where we have to put our point as well. So, as the theme of this year's Women's Day is Accelerate Action. So, we all need to understand these two words in a broader sense, because the accelerate word itself gives that there is an urgency in providing or in taking measures to provide gender equality and also to address the issue of gender parity, which is seen in most of the fields these days. And it also needs to strengthen what women think about ourselves. So right now, to achieve this, we have 3 steps which are majorly important. So the first one is we need to understand rights. So what is a right? Anyone have any idea of what a right is? Just what is a right? We all might have heard about right to vote, right to health care, so something like that. Is anyone interested in sharing their thoughts about it? No? So then the first thing is right. So everyone has the right to education, right to believe in themselves, and right for good health. And also the most important thing is, at least right now, I guess it's time for us to be little selfish about ourselves as women, because we always put others and our family in the forefront before thinking about ourselves. I myself now become a mother of 2 younger ones, so I always put them before myself. I guess that idea of ours has to change, because we all know that feminine energy in our urge that you have to put your family first, you have to think about them, and then at the last, we stand at the last to think about ourselves. So we all know woman is the one who holds the family together and tight, no matter what. Our mothers have done that, our grandmothers have done that, or we have seen many people who are strong and who always put others in front of others. But to take good care of the family, the mother has to be strong. So I urge all of you to hold this and think a little bit selfish about your health. Put yourself first when it comes to health, or when it comes to rest, or anything. So put yourself first and think about yourselves for some time, and give yourself some piece of time to just analyze what we are going through in everyday life, because we might be emotionally intelligent and emotionally more positive towards the things than the male gender, but we need to be even logical in thinking. So that is what is required in today's world, be emotionally and logically stable. And the next one is equality. So in order to achieve equality, I guess as there was someone has quoted is behind the success of every man there is a woman, and same emphasizes in the other way. So behind the success of every woman there stands a man, stood like a strength of pillar. That could be your father, your brother, or your husband, or anyone. But for me, I guess it's my father who has always been there for us, and who never made us think that we are only two girls. So he gave all equal chances. I guess he never felt that sorry for being a girl that. But I am happy being a mother for two beautiful girls today, and that has come from my dad, and I should thank him for that. And next, my dad has been a good entrepreneur now, but behind his success is my mother. So my mother was always there to fill the gap which was there for the family matters, but my dad was always here in doing whatever he needed. So my mom was stood as a strength of pillar for the family, and so we have to be so strong mentally and physically to be able to do that in future. So I urge all of you to maintain that stability in your mindset and also be more vigilant and diligent about what you need. There is no one who will think of us, so you have to think about yourselves first and be selfish in that matter. And the last one is like the third step, that is empowerment. So this applies not just to girls over here or women over here, but also to the other gender as well. And I would have felt little more happy if the men or the male students were also here, because it is equally important for them to know and to celebrate women. Not just in the college, maybe at their homes, they go say, like, they do something for their mother, even a small act of service, small act of love that can give so much satisfaction feeling to the mothers as well. So to empower, to feel the sense of empowerment, we need to follow 5 basic rules. The first one is living for yourself, and second one is it's better to always take out the toxic environment from us. There is no need for us to always think about, okay, these things are hurting me, so what could we do? The best first part is that in whatever way it is possible, we can remove the toxic nature around us, and adopting a positive language and positive thoughts. These things we all know, it only comes with a stable mind. So for this, we need to put some physical effort, as in like do whatever you love to. At least give 1 hour of time in a day to enjoy what you do. Maybe it could be cooking, or maybe it could be yoga or meditation or gym or dance, whatever you love. But do something which gives you the positive energy in a day. And the next important thing is taking accountability. So whatever you do, you just hold on right and stand on your things, that this is what I stand by, and I am accountable for what it is, and I did this, so I'm accountable for it. Be it like whatever comes, whatever the output might be, but be accountable for the acts which you have done. And lastly, the challenging part is, this is so difficult because the most challenging part for everyone, that is avoiding comparison. I don't know, because at some point of the day, we feel that, okay, I should have done it that way, or else she is better than me, or else he is better than us. But when we does this, in smaller sense, by avoiding comparison, the empowering nature will come with it. And we always have to stand by with ourselves and taking the gender equality nature along with us. That is, we need to be supportive to the male group in the class or in your peer section, but at the same time, we should be more supportive to the your gender class, I guess. So we should stand by for all these things, and we can start by practicing these simple steps, and then we would be good enough to achieve what we need. And I would like to conclude my talk by thanking the people who are responsible for whatever we are today, for being whatever way we are best part. So that is my mom, my dad, and also I'd like to give a special thank you to the organizing committee for making us a part of this Women's Day celebrations event. Thank you so much, Sirena. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I request Next, I request Dr. E. Sridevi ma'am, a guest of honor, lecturer in botany, Government Arts College, to address the gathering.
Good morning, all of you. Respected dignitaries on the dais, Chitra ma'am, Malvika, Samhita, Devi, and sir, congratulations, sir. Padmanabha sir is busy with playing with the kids, colleagues of the Raipur, and women students of the Raipur College, and maybe some boy students are also here, everyone. Happy Women's Day for all of us. So, Manvita and Samhita really did a great thing for us, that they give a brief notes about the Women's Day, why we are celebrating. In 2008, really in the United Nations of America, when the labor women are fighting, the day has come with the fighting of the labor woman, not with the intellectual woman. So, when I am moving straight away into the topic, I wanted to say something that why it has come, in due course of the time, what has happened to the women, now where women are standing, and how to proceed into the correct way. So these are the competent questions we have to address the women. So let us say that in the historical annals of the human civilization, there are only two genders. Between the two genders are also, there is one nature, that is the mixture of the both male and female, which is called as a neutral gender. So within the neutral gender, so the fighting is between man and woman. That's why always we talk about the equality. So why this equality for fighting has arisen means the man has taken some step forward. Man has taken a step forward apart from the woman. So ఒక్క స్టెప్ ముందుకు వెళ్ళడం వల్ల ఏమైంది అని చెప్పంటే ఒక చిన్న బ్రీఫ్ స్టోరీ చెప్తాను. సో ఆ స్టోరీ చెప్పిన తర్వాత వై దిస్ ఇష్యూ హ్యాస్ రైజ్డ్ అనేటువంటిది మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది. సో అర్లియర్ ద ఉమెన్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంటెలిజెంట్, నో డౌట్. ఇఫ్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఆఫ్ ది పేషెంట్స్ ఆర్ బ్రేవరీ and resilience, and any character you take, it will be adopted by the woman. So that is none other than the woman. So if any good character or adoptability character is there, that face would be woman only. So man cannot adaptable to the nature, or he adapts to the environment. So woman only supports the man to adapt to the environment. So no doubt that woman is so intelligent. Why? Because it is the genetical nature of the woman. So we are having a special component that is called as a mitochondrial DNA, which converts the intelligence of the woman and passing on to the generation to the woman only. See the secret of the nature. While the nature is also supporting, giving some intelligence and bravery or some other characters to the woman. So in the biology, we study the characters based on the gene and components of the body only. So in that way, we feel proud that the body is made by the nature itself, that the body itself is protected by the nature, that the genes are the components of the physical components of the body made itself by the nature to be brave or to be intelligent and to be something. So that's why we must feel ourselves as a unique character in the world. So we always feel that man are more powerful. Of course, because of the physical body texture or some other selfish characters, they have thrown into the way to side and feeling as a more competent persons than the woman. The roots are also like that, and and the societal, cultural impacts are also played a pivotal role on the male, that male is a superhuman being, and he is only the person who can rule of the family, or who can rule of the country, or who can rule of the even the universe also. Take the example of the universe. There is no discrimination between the man and woman. Now the woman is also traveling to the space and occupying the supreme positions of this time. It is the science, technology, and science and technological innovations. Woman is also playing enormous role. That's why I can say that woman is not lagging behind. So since I am coming over here, and I am finding that even in the script also, that dialogue, where there is a for every success of the man, there will be a woman. In the similar way, behind the success of every woman, there is a man. So they are giving the conclusion of the drama that behind the success of a woman, there is a man. That too, behind the married woman, husband is there. So it's a nice thing to understand, because it is a mutual understanding and mutual coordination that there should not be any conflict. But when the conflict rises that woman is great and man is great. So that is the issues making us that who is great in the family. Mother is great, our father is great, wife is great, our husband is great, brother is great, our sister is great, male student is great, our female student is there. Luckily, we are in the education institution that here there is no demarcation between the male student and female student. Who will be the topper here is the supreme personality. So that is the greatness of the institution, that is the greatness of the education, where we are imparting civilization and knowledge that one should give respect to the intelligence only. That's why whenever we are moving into the society, whether he may be or she may be, we must give respect depending upon the nature of the intelligence and nature of the action. That we should practice from the childhood itself. So, Manita, something that telling that when we go to home, we see that mothers are giving some importance to the male child, that only this is the work should be done by my girl child, and this is the thing that should not be done by the. See, in our home, how many our brothers are sweeping the home, or helping the mother, or cleaning the utensils, or cleaning the bathrooms, or cleaning something. So they are not doing. Even in this is the 2025, where we are celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Beijing. That is the important document and the visionary document of the women equality and empowerment. Even 2025 also, the International Women's Day come up with the theme that women and girl for the rights, opportunities and empowerment. So we are still fighting for the rights, opportunities and empowerment. So empowerment is there, opportunities are there, rights are there. See, when the Women's Day was, International Women's Day was started in 2009, that is Mojito country, United Nations was started with this simple regulations. Later in 2010, it has came into existence that International Women's Day on March 8. Later several countries, now 193 countries are regulating norms and important rights to the women. So there are still leftover countries in the world that they are not giving importance to the women. So what is the lacuna? Why they are not giving importance to it? Because of the literacy or poverty or some socio, cultural, economic issues. So that should be understood by the intellectual people only. That's why I wanted to recite one small story that I told that the woman is made up of some special structures that she cannot be defeated by anyone. So always she gets a success only when she tries. So that's why there is a fighting between man and woman that who is the topper one. So that they have conducted certain games and games. So woman is succeeding over the man and going always as a topper. So this male society thought that she must be defeated by playing some trick. See, always we have some weakness also. Even though we have several strengths and mind is strong, but we have weakness also. What is that weakness means? You can analyze yourself that whenever we are doing that, whenever we are doing that, somebody says that you are so beautiful, or your dress is good, your hairstyle is good, something is your good. So we feel that, oh, so that means that some pampering or something when praised by that is our beauty will be praised by some other place, will definitely become weak by the other person. So the male society also played the same way, and immediately the man has came and praising the woman that you are so good, you are so beautiful, you are that much, this much. So he is praising and made the woman weak and made us to follow behind him, that you are so weak. So he himself made us to be weak by praising. That's why praising is important. It boosts our energy, definitely, right? Sometimes the praise is also most important, but that praise we must take as a superficial, not to be hard. So that's why remember in the theme of the today's 2025 International Women's Day, that is the rights and opportunities and empowerment. There are several rights. The prime right for the woman is freedom. So without the freedom, we cannot move. But the main problem when it comes is when we go to the in-laws house. Of course, in our parent house, there is always freedom. Of course, there may be sometimes a demarcation between a child and female child, even by the mother also, even by the father also. But they are very negligible and negligible. But when we enter into the in-laws house, it is a complex environment. One cannot be digested. Even in hundreds of the families, 99 families are having issues because of the women only. So on the International Women's Day, we are again fighting for the rights and not understanding the impact of the society. So when we are moving to the Norway, we have to move to the other house only after 20 years or 25 years or 30 years or 25 years, and even you live alone also, the society won't leave you. So that's why we have to understand the impact of the environment on us, that how it is playing and it is making our lives into peace. Ultimately, we want peace. Wherever we go, human needs peace. So the ultimate birth of the human being is peace only. So end of the day, we need peace. So the peaceful environment must be ruled out by the rules and regulations of the family and customs of the society. That's why even the cultural practices are also most important. So that's why the girl should be trained in the way that, of course, rights are there. When the people are suffering, we should not sit alone that we are women and I must be like this because it is shaped in that way. So I must sit in the family by giving freedom to the others, by giving importance to the others, not in that way. So that's why I know that always there should be a coordination, control and support. So when husband is good, always behind a successful person, there is a husband, it is no doubt. But when behind the daughter, it is a mother or father, both parents are backbone of the daughter to elevate into the good position. See Manvita and Samita, how they are feeling pride that how their parents ameliorated into the really I am observing them since I am coming over here. Really, even not leaving this small Anantapur town and going anywhere to America or somewhere else where there is more income, but they are residing here and serving the institution and developing the ideals of their parents. Really, it's a good thing. So there is no a place that, of course, we feel that United Nations of America is the great one where it's providing income to everyone rather than any country. But when coming to the peace or environmental issues, we feel that India is only the one where we get freedom for everything. Freedom for everything. So we are freedom here. But when you go to Singapore or you go to United Nations or you go to Britain or some strict legislations are there where you should abide by the laws of the country. But here there is no such conditions prevailing in the country. So freedom is there, but we are utilizing freedom rather than the constitution. That's why we must be in a position to understand the rules of the civilization also. So women is great, women's civilization, women's civilization. So women rights are there, at the same time women's civilization is also important. Because when in the child, definitely we will be pampered by the parents. And even the others are also that the stage is very good because see the kids who are playing with the here. So we are kidding them because that is the stage that it is a very good age. When you go into the adolescence age, then you get the troubles that in the society you must be attracted. Even the body makeup also becomes us to allude to the someone else. So then the situations and complex and conflictive situations will come, nobody will control. That's why that even civilization must also taught by the schools and colleges. So in our childhood there is a moral science. Moral science. In the moral science, some characters are in the form of giving some moral to the characters. So how mother would be, or some important lesson. Even take the Mahabharata, Ramayana, that is the important ethics of the country. Really we are feel proud that in the country where Etra Ragin to Puchate, Tatra Ramante, Devata or Lakshmi. So wherever the women are being worshipped, there the gods will be nowhere. So that is the positive energy will come by the, that is the positive vibrations will come if women will be adored by the society. That's why even the Indian society or Hindu society has given lot of importance to the women. Even the poets are there, even the epics like Maitreyi, Gargi, several important authors are there in the Puranas also. So take the importance of the Sita, which is the embodiment of all good qualities. Even we are talking after the 5,000 years BC. So that is the characters depicted by the Puranas. Take the character of the Draupadi or someone else. So these are all must be understood by the students. So that's why I recommend the students to go through the smaller stories or take the some courses, because now the skill development courses are there in our curriculum that employment is no way it is important, but at the same time besides the curriculum, some extracurricular activities like of course games are also there, some other activities are also there, skill development courses are there, but moral and cultural specific education is most important. So that's why we have to take our opportunities how to evolve ourselves. That's why I say that behind the successful woman there is no man, there is no parent. We are. Herself is the person who is behind it. Our heart is there how to get the success. That's why, see, to Sunita Williams, who gave advice to go into the space, her attitude itself, her success, her intelligence itself strived her into traveling to the space. So he has not taken the advice either from the parents or either from the husband or either from the society. So because of the abilities, she traveled into the space, and even apart from the suffering, she is sending the messages. So take the example of the Kalpana Chawla and Sunita Williams are the most personalities of the world who is ruling the country. And more important that successful men never have attitude. So always we hear that women have some attitudes. Women have some attitudes. Even the serials of the Telugu channels are also showing that women always, the characters are always with some attitudes like selfishness or arrogance or something, controlling the others. Like even the serials are also playing by the channels are also. I say that successful women don't have attitude, they have standards. They have standards. Take the Rini Member, how she is maintaining the standards of the women empowerment. Take the Chitra, she is the directorate of the women empowerment cell JNPA. So take the Mandita and Samhita, they have standards. That's why they become successful. They don't have attitude. So the people who are left over in the society, the female society of the women who are ladies, they are the people, the women who show the attitude, they only left with the society with the female characters only. That's why if at all you want to get the success, maintain the standards. Maintain the standards of the daughter, maintain standards of the sister, maintain standards of the wife, maintain standards of the mother ultimately. So you are the upcoming, almost like you are grown up, you passed away for adolescence age. Next is the upcoming age, enter into the wife or mother. You must be careful how to inculcate the society with some culture specific and moral values and ethics. So I really if we talk, we go like this, the day will be finished. It's already 12 o'clock, and I have to pass on to the Chitra Madam. College member here, this opportunity and sharing the platform, my views in terms of the event. Okay, thank you very much, and I wanted to express my gratitude to the authorities also, Padmanabha Reddy sir, principal, and Ramanindeshwar sir, and I want to finally I want to conclude with one solution that always feel secure. Without a security, women cannot move. So security is only the problem, and always we should not feel that even we are brave also, we must be in a secure environment. Then only woman is a woman. So otherwise women become weak. There are several stories where the woman feeling very going into the bad situation without intelligence, without consciousness. That's why the consciousness is more important because of our body attitude. That's why please take care of yourself.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. V. Chitra ma'am, Director of Women Empowerment Cell JNU, to address the panel.
Thank you. Esteemed persons on the dais, Dr. Sridevi ma'am, Dr. Samhita, Manmika, and Mrs. Trivedi, other faculty members, and in absentia, the principal of this college, Dr. Padmanabha Reddy garu, and other member Ramalingeshwar garu, male faculty, and all the students and some of the boys also are here. So all of you very good morning. Now it has become good afternoon also. We started in the morning. But anyhow, for the outset, I would like to wish all of you a happy International Women's Day. Do you want to reciprocate? Yes. Thank you very much, and the girls. So shout. Yeah, reciprocate please, all of you. Happy Women's Day. Nice. So already all the speakers have covered so much of the syllabus. So now only a few things are left. But anyhow, I try to cover those aspects. Right? So already the campaign theme is explained by the earlier speakers. So the campaign theme is accelerate action. So what for? What? Women's safety, empowerment, especially all the women and girls must have equal rights and gender equality. And if we have these two things, so definitely we will get that empowerment. So that is the actual theme of 2025, right? So that's why for that, how many of you are willing to change your lifestyle? How many of you are willing to change your lifestyle? For empowering all the women. No one? Yes, all of you must, including boys. So because International Women's Day means only this day we are celebrating, but every day the boys and the gents will be celebrating. Okay, but at least today, boys and even girls, you please ask your parents, as rightly pointed out by Sridhar, you just ask them. So to serve you, కనీసం మీకు గ్లాస్ వాటర్ ఇవ్వమని చెప్పడమో ఏదో ఒకటి చేయండి ఈరోజు. So that we find that gender equality, at least today for our satisfaction. Right? Because every time, so those will be doing all the chores at home, especially. Right? So that's why you just think of whether you have gender equality at home. Don't bother about society. At least at your home, do you have that equality? So are you being equally treated along with your brothers by your parents? Yes? So that is why you are here. So in some of the families, actually they are not sending their girls for higher education. So because, so they have so many other feelings that, so if they go outside, so something may happen to them. So like that, some apprehensions will be there. But now, so your parents have encouraged you to pursue higher studies. So that means your parents have already supported you, and so there will be support from each and everybody from your family. So that is why you are here. Okay, and then so when we talk of accelerate action for equal rights, so first of all we need to talk about our vote rights. So first thing, whether you have the rights, at least at home. Don't bother about the rights at society level. మీ ఇంట్లో మీకు ఆ హక్కులు ఉన్నాయా లేదా అనేది ఒక్కసారి ఆలోచించుకోండి. అండ్ దెన్ మీరు ఈక్వాలిటీ అండ్ అదర్ థింగ్స్ ఏదైనా చెప్పండి. సో ఇన్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ది కాన్ఫరెన్సెస్, సో వన్ గ్రేట్ ఉమెన్ సో సెడ్ దట్ ది women who raise their voice so will be very, very strong women. Those who raise their voice so will become the strong women. So that means if you are very submissive, even if you feel that you are discriminated by the society, and if you are not raising your voice means, so definitely, so you are agreeing to that submission, to that discrimination, to that marginalization. So that's why you should come out of that. So if you face so any inequality, or if you feel that you are discriminated, so try to ask the authority or try to ask your parents, so why you are being discriminated. In some families, so only boys are given higher education. Parents will encourage only boys. And in some families, only in some families, but now majority of the families are encouraging their daughters to pursue higher studies. So But in some families, still in rural areas, so they are not even sending girl students to the schools and colleges. So here, you need to be very strong, have strong faith in yourself, and also try to support other women. So unlike in the serials, so just Madam was talking about Telugu serials, where all the women, or most of the women were portrayed as villains, lady villains. ఓకే మనకు ఒక సామెత కూడా ఉంది చూడండి, ఆడదానికి ఆడదే శత్రువు అనేసి. బట్ ఒక ఆడది ఇంకో ఆడదానికి సపోర్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు సొసైటీ చాలా డిఫరెంట్ గా ఉంటుంది, రియల్ ఎంపవర్మెంట్ అనేది ఉంటుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ వై ట్రై టు సపోర్ట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ అండ్ ట్రై టు సపోర్ట్ అదర్స్. దట్ మీన్స్ ట్రై టు సపోర్ట్ ఈచ్ అదర్. సో డెఫినెట్లీ ద సొసైటీ so will get all kinds of empowerment from women. So this is my sincere advice to you. So don't feel jealous of other women. So because all girls are beautiful. So in a sense, inner beauty is very very important. So inner beauty means, so you should have all kinds of plus points. So be positive and think positive and do positive. And even if anybody approaches you, especially some mischievous boys will be there, so try to avoid their companionship. So because at this age, so most of the girls will fall to some attractions, false attractions. So if you are strong enough to fight against these false attractions, so definitely you will prosper in your life. So this is the right age for you to decide what is right and what is not. So if you concentrate on your studies, so up to 22 or 23 years, so definitely your life, the rest of your life will be very very happy life. And those who do not concentrate on their life, especially on their studies and about their profession or about their career, etc., those people will definitely fail in their life. So that is why. So only thing is, so you need to spend a few more years in study, and thereby you need to achieve some professional career, and you should grow in that profession. So in such a way, so definitely each and every woman so can achieve success. So here all the persons, including the persons on the list, so each and every one is an example for women empowerment. Even girls, you are also examples for women empowerment. You are here, once upon a time, the girls were not at all encouraged by the parents not to pursue higher studies. But now, most of the girl students are studying in colleges, in professional courses, etc. So once upon a time, girls were restricted in some fields, especially in astronomy or even driving and other things, etc. For example. But now you can find so women in all kinds of fields where men dominating in the society. So I just want to show you one PPT so that I just want to give inspirational moments account so that by watching them at least so you can get some inspiration from their life and you can design your future life. So can you play that? Okay. So now women are dominating in many fields, and as rightly said by some of the earlier speakers, so if men support definitely women can achieve anything. And as said by Sridevi ma'am, if women feel that they are to be empowered without the help of or without the support of the male persons in their family, sometimes we need to face a lot of troubles. Okay, so because even at home also we need to be discriminated if our attitude is like that. So that is why we need to depend on them, but we need to change their mindset up, the men's mindset up. And if there is mutual understanding between man and woman, there will not be any conflicts. Okay, so now here in politics and governance, so we have a few women in those days. So you know very well in the 1857 revolt, Jhansi Lakshmi Bai was the familiar name. So who participated in Sipai's mutiny? Okay, and after that, so we could find only a few women. That's all in the history. But in the Indian scenario now in this generation, so if we take the politics and governance, so we have Sarojini Naidu, who served as the first woman governor. She served in that position from 1947 to 1949, and she became inspiration to many other ladies to become governors. So not very recently also Tamil Selvi, so she became the governor of Telangana state. Okay, so likewise so many women so are actually serving as governors. So next one, please. So Indira Gandhi, the first woman prime minister, and she was the longest prime minister. So she served in that position in from 1966 to 77, almost 11 years, and from 1980 to 1984, 4 years. And you know, in 1984 she was assassinated by her own security guard. And so she was the bold woman, so Iron Lady of our country. And so after she became the prime minister, so many other women got inspired and they wanted to take up such positions. But opportunities were not there for such women. There are bold women, but so actually they were not at all given priority. Okay. But so she was the bold lady who took bold steps in administration. So next one. Pratibha Patil, so she was the first woman president of India. She became president in 2007 and served up to 2012. And before that, India had only one president. So she was the first woman president of our country, independent India. And after that, we have now the present president, Murmu, Draupadi Murmu, the first tribal woman president of India. So now she is serving in that position. So next one, we have Kamala Devi Chattopadhyay, the first woman to run for political office. That means in 1936. So before that also women were not allowed to contest the election because they didn't have the opportunity to vote. That was the situation. So from that situation, so she wanted to contest the election. That was a bold step. She convinced Gandhiji and so she wanted to contest the election. So that in that way she became the inspiration to many women. Next one, we have Nirmala Sitharaman, the first full-time woman finance minister from 2019 to till now. So because before 2019, only men took that opportunity. Finance ministry means that is very, very powerful ministry. And so you know very well, the powerful ministries are being given only to men. For the first time in our country, Nirmala Sitharaman was given that position and still she is serving. Next one. In science and technology, so the first doctor, Anandibai Gopal Joshi, so she became a doctor in 1886. That means when she was just 14 years, she was married to Gopal Joshi. And so Gopal Joshi encouraged her to pursue medicine, Western medicine in the US. So in that way, she was the first lady to pursue Western medicine. And she was the first woman in our country to go to the US to pursue the higher studies. Okay? But unfortunately, she died at an age of 22 years. Okay? But anyhow, so she set a record like this, the first woman doctor in our country. Next. Kalpana Chawla already one of the earliest. So she went into space and again unfortunately she met with the Misha and they lost her. But she was an inspiration to many other astronauts, female astronauts. Next. Janaki Ammal, the first woman botanist. So you might be knowing her. So in 1930s, so she was a strong lady to protest against deforestation. So she wanted conservation of forests and so she was the first lady to protest against deforestation. Next. And many were inspired, and that's why we have Megha Parker, so who is associated with Narmada Bachao Andolan. So in that way, she inspired many other female activists, social activists. So next one we have Ramani Chaturvedi, the first woman fighter pilot. She became fighter pilot in 2018. So before that, no one could dare to take up that challenge. Okay, so she is very passionate to become the woman fighter pilot, and again she is supported by her family members, and that is why she became the fighter pilot. And that becoming fighter pilot means, so that field is completely dominated by men. And she is the first lady to took up that challenge. Next one. And in law and judiciary, Justice M. Fatima Devi, the first woman Supreme Court judge in 1989. So she was elevated to that position for the first time in 1989, and before that only men ruled. And now, so because of her inspiration, so many women are taking the position of judges. Even at the district level also we find the number of women judges. Next. And in business and finance, so we have Arundhati Bhattacharya, the first woman chairperson of SBI. She became chairperson of SBI in 2013 and served in that position up to 2017. And before that, SBI was ruled by only men, and she became an inspiration to the other ladies. Next. Chanda Kochhar, the first woman CEO of ICICI Bank, and she served in that position from 2009 to 2018. And she became again inspiration to many other women. Next. And here Roshni Nayar Malhotra, the chairperson of ICL Technologies. In 2020 she became the chairperson. And before that again it was dominated by men. Next. And in sports we have number of figures, but only thing is in our country only cricket is supported by the government. The government supports only one kind of field. But here these people have come forward so in order to support themselves and in order to bring laurels to our country. So the first woman, Bharsha, to win an Olympic medal in 2012 was Mary Kom, and she became inspiration to many others. So in a way, she was a mother also by that time. She married and got children, and still, so her determination didn't stop her to achieve that. So in such a way, she became the first woman boxer to win the Olympic medal. Next. Sania Mirza, so the first Indian woman to win a Grand Slam in 2005, and for 2 or 3 years she became the #1. So in world rankings, so in that field. In such a way also she created record. Next. PV Sindhu, first Indian woman to win an Olympic silver. Right? And now we could find a number of girls so practicing a lot in order to go into that particular sport. Next. Mithali Raj, the first woman cricketer to score 7,000 runs in international cricket, and the first Indian woman cricketer of her Indian team. Okay, in such a way she created the record, and she became inspiration to many girls who wanted to pursue career in cricket. Next. In arts and culture, Lata Mangeshkar was the first woman to receive Bharat Ratna in music in 2001. But the first woman to receive Bharat Ratna in our country was none other than Indira Gandhi in 1977. She was the first lady to receive Bharat Ratna. But she was the first lady to receive this in music. Next. And Shushmita Sen, all of you know, so the first Indian woman to win Miss Universe in 1994. And in the same year, Aishwarya Rai won the Miss World title. And in the same year, but the first Miss World was, again, the first Indian to win. So that title was Rita Faria, so a famous female doctor. And so because of certain constraints, so she could leave the title, but anyhow she was the first lady to win the Miss World title. Next. In social service and activism, Mother Teresa, So she was the first Indian woman. Do you agree with this Indian woman? Because she is an Albanian Indian woman. Though she belonged to Albania, most of her life was spent in our country, serving our people. So that is why we consider her as Indian woman. Even in records also, so we could see her name as Indian woman. So she was the first Indian woman to win Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. And before that, actually in peace, no other woman could get that kind of title. And so, do you remember the first lady to win the Nobel Prize in the world? Yes? Yes, very nice. So, Madam Curie, Mary Curie was the first lady to win the Nobel Prize. And she got an award along with her husband, Mr. Curie. So, actually, Curie was supported by Mary, but the jury selected only Mr. Curie. And Mr. Curie again, so supported her wife's ambition, and also he encouraged her, and so he fought against the jury, and then her name was also included, and in such a way, she became the first lady to win the Nobel Prize. Next, Kiran Bedi, the first woman IAS officer in 1972, and she has become inspiration to many women, and that is why we could find a number of SPs, IPS officers in our country. And so even our students, some of our students have become DSPs, ladies, women, our alumni, girls of our JFPU, right? And so you do have the opportunity to become IPS officers. The big strong determination ఉండాలి. మన ఫార్మసీని పక్కన పెట్టి మీరు IPS ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వండి అంటే సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్ బాగా రాస్తారు అనుకోండి, you can become IPS officer and you can become IAS officer also, right? So in our country, so the youngest woman, so to become IAS officer, could you name any person? The first youngest woman to become the IAS officer in our country. Youngest. Guttunda evaraina? Smita Sabharwal. At the age of 22, she became an IAS officer. And the first IAS officer in our country was Anna Malhotra from Kerala. She became the first IAS officer, and she became inspiration to many ladies to take up that position. Next, Sheila Lavre. So the first woman auto rickshaw driver in 1988. So now we look at further, we could find female auto drivers. Once upon a time, even that field was dominated by women. So but now most of the women are taking up this position. Next, Bachendri Pal, so another inspirational lady. So the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest in 1984, and after that several women so climbed the Mount Everest. And very recently, Kamya Karthikeyan, so 17-year-old girl, so she became the first Indian to climb 7 peaks in 7 continents. So that is another world record, and no one could beat now. Okay, she is just 17 years old. So next one. Captain Craig Monroe, the first woman commercial pilot in 1947. So she fought against all odds and became the commercial pilot in 1947, and that paved way to many other women to take up that position. Next. And PT Usha in sports, first woman athlete to win gold medal in Asian Games, and she won 30 international awards and 30 gold medals at the Asian Games. And in 1986 Asian Games, she won 4 gold medals, and she won championship also. So in such a way, those who want to take up athletes, so they should get inspired by this lady. Next. Savitribai Phule, the first woman teacher in our country, and because of her inspiration, so now most of the women, or majority of the women are taking the profession, teaching profession. Next one. Dr. Indira Hinduja, so the first woman to perform India's first rescue baby on 6th August 1986. And she was supported by Dr. Anand Kumar, the first person to help her. But on records, so she is the first lady to perform this surgery and delivery baby. Next one. These are some of the inspirational women. So those who are very much interested
interested in pursuing any profession. So, don't take. So, one of these women ask your inspiration and try to achieve your goals. So, with these few words, I just want to conclude my speech. And I once again wish the happy International Women's Day. And have faith in yourself, become very strong, and take bold steps. So, and even decide your own career. So, I wish you all the best. And I want to thank the organizers of this event for inviting me. And so the principal and so other administrative officers, the women coordinator, and so other persons who are involved in this. So for making this event a grand one. So thank you very much, and all the best, all the girls.
Thank you so much. Now I welcome Mrs. Y. Shamli ma'am, Assistant Professor Raipur, and ma'am will be enlightening us about 300 years of a legendary Queen's legacy, Lokamata Devi Ahilya Bai Holkar. I welcome ma'am.
Thank you. First of all, happy International Women's Day to dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and faculty and students. I am Shamli Era, Assistant Professor. Today we are celebrating International Women's Day that celebrates strength, courage, and achievements of women around the world. In a time when women were expected to stay behind the success, she broke all barriers and ruled with wisdom, courage, and compassion. Her story is not just history, it is an inspiration for every girl and woman today. If Ahilya Bai could achieve greatness in the 18th century, imagine what we can do today. In today's fast-paced digital world, many young girls are caught up in fleeting trends, social media distractions, and short-term materialistic pursuits. However, history provides us with real-life heroines like Lokamata Devi Ahilya Bai Holkar, whose life teaches invaluable lessons on education, self-reliance, and social responsibility. So let's travel back in time and discover the journey of one of India's most fearless and kind-hearted queens, Devi Ahilya Bai Holkar. Ahilya Bai Holkar was born on May 21st, 1725 in a small village, Chandi in Maharashtra. Her father, Mangoji Shinde, was a village chief, and unlike others in those times, she taught Ahilya Bai to read and write. So that shows that education is a key to self-empowerment. No matter where you are coming from, knowledge can change your destiny. Ahilya Bai's life was not easy. She faced many hardships. At 29, she lost her husband in a battle. Her father-in-law, her strongest supporter, passed away later. Her son became king, but he also died within a year. Most people would have given up in this particular stage, but Ahilya Bai didn't. Despite this heartbreaking losses, she refused to let grief define her. Instead, she stepped up to lead her kingdom with courage and wisdom. So, from this part, every girl and woman need to learn challenges and losses are part of life, but resilience and determination define who you are. And instead of giving up, rise stronger. In 1967, Ahilya Bai became the ruler of Malwa. Many people doubted her ability, but she proved them wrong. She defeated enemies who tried to attack her kingdom. She was not only brave but also a smart leader. She warned the Maratha rulers about the British and their tricks, predicted their rise long before others did. Ahilya Bai was not just a warrior, she was a kind-hearted ruler who cared for her peoples like a mother. She built roads, guards, wells, and shelters for travelers. She encouraged artists, poets, and musicians. She built and restored many temples, including Kashi Vishwanath, Dwarka, and Somnath. Her capital, Maheshwar, became a center of art, music, and industry. So from this part, true success is not about personal wealth, but about making a positive impact on others. Ahilya Bai ruled wisely for 30 years and
and change the lives of thousands of people. She proved that a woman can be strong, intelligent, and kind at the same time. So leadership is not about responsibility and helping others. Be kind, be fair, and uplift those who are around you. Ahilyabai passed away at 70 years old, leaving behind a legacy of courage, wisdom, and compassion. Even today, people remember her as Lokamata, mother of the people. Today's generation needs to learn from Ahilyabai's life days. In an age where social media promotes instant gratification, Ahilyabai's Holkar life reminds you to focus on real achievements, knowledge, courage, hard work, and compassion. Instead of seeking validation online, build real skills. Instead of chasing temporary pleasures, work towards long-term success. Instead of comparing yourself to influencers, be an inspiration yourself. Her story is proof that one determined woman can change the world. So, if Ahilyabai Holkar defies society's norms, lead battles, rule justly, and uplift an entire nation, what's stopping you from achieving your dreams? Let her be our role model. Step away from distractions, embrace your education, take responsibility, and make a difference in your life and in society. Thank you all for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, let us extend our warmest felicitation to our guests. I request all the dignitaries on the dais to felicitate our guests. Firstly, I request all the dignitaries to felicitate Dr. E. Sridevi ma'am, guest of honor, lecturer in Botany, Government Arts College.
పక్కన నిలబడింది
Now I request all the dignitaries to felicitate our chief guest, Dr. V.D. Chitrakant. Today, as we celebrate International Women's Day, we take this moment to recognize the incredible talents of our students who participated in various competitions held as part of this special occasion. Your enthusiasm and efforts truly reflect the spirit of empowerment and excellence. I congratulate all the participants and also the winners. Now, firstly, self-defense strategies, M. Bhargavi and B. Gayatri. I welcome both of them to come onto the dais to receive the certificate. And next category is self-debate, Asim, Fatima and Harshita. So in place of that, their friends can collect the prizes. Asim, Swatika and Harshita.
అక్కడ ఫోటో
And next environment, K. Aisha, D. Karthik, K. Manipal from first Palm Beach. Next category is Yogasanas, K. Dharani, N. Shravani from final year B.Com. K. Dharani and N. Shravani.
Yes, for a photo session. We will take one photo. Dear students, we will complete the session by 5 minutes. Please wait for 5 minutes.
Good afternoon to everyone. My name is M. Manasa. I am studying 3rd B Pharmacy in Raipur College. First of all, happy Women's Day to all the women who are here. This day is very special because we remember the hard work and success of women all around the world. Women play many important roles in our lives. They are our mothers, sisters, teachers and friends. Women work at home, in office, in schools, in hospitals and many other places. They are strong, smart and kind. In the past, many women did not get equal rights and opportunities. But now the things are changing. Women are becoming doctors, scientists, astronauts, entrepreneurs, etc. This is possible because of education and support from society and the family. Still, in some places, women face problems. They do not get respect or freedom. We all must work together to make sure every woman gets respect, safety and opportunities. On this Women's Day, let us say thank you to all the women in our life and let us promise to support and respect women every day. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Any other girl students, please come forward to share your views on Women's Day.
Good afternoon to everybody. So first of all, I say happy International Women's Day to all of you. So I just say a few things regarding women because every one of us familiar with women because in our home there is a great woman. No need of knowing some other women instead of our own mother because the role she is playing in our daily life is nobody can replace it. So the reason why we are celebrating
means there is a small reason behind it already. Our guest was, I think the dignitaries who are here, they are already said the reason. So why? Because means during the First World War in 1917, because of the Russian Revolution, so a number of women did some protest for their to getting better conditions for them. So before that we don't have even a right to us. So after that only we get some rights. So to honor them, so in every year in March 8 we are celebrating International Women's Day. So if we want to celebrate International Women, not only International Women's Day, so we should celebrate every day. So why? Because means whatever the role woman as a sister, as a mother, as a wife, so in any aspects, in any fields, nobody can replace it. So that is the only thing we do for them, and we should recognize whatever they are doing to our family or maybe to our society, and we should give respect to them. That is the main thing. If we want to do anything to a woman, give respect to them. So whoever they are, even if you are a girl or maybe a boy or man, whoever they are. And I just conclude by saying just two things. So what will happen if sun is not there? The entire universe will be dark, right? So even in your home also, there is no woman. The home will be like dark. And one more thing is, so as we guys know that water is the backbone of our country, right? And at the same time, water is also backbone in medical field. Same like as women is the backbone of a healthy society. Thanks for giving this golden opportunity.
Any other girl students want to share your thoughts? Please utilize this space.
అందరికీ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్. అందరికీ అంతర్జాతీయ మహిళా దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు. ఈరోజు మనం అంతర్జాతీయ మహిళా దినోత్సవం జరుపుకుంటాం. ఇది మార్చి 8న. మనం అంతర్జాతీయ మహిళా దినోత్సవం ఎందుకు జరుపుకుంటామంటే ప్రతి దాంట్లోనూ మహిళ అంటే ఒక నంబర్ 1 మొదటి స్థానంలో ఉండేది మహిళ. మనం ఏ దాంట్లో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసినా ఏ దాంట్లో ఉన్నా మహిళలే నంబర్ 1. ఎందుకు ఎప్పుడు ఏమన్నా చూసుకొని అందరూ మహిళలే ముందుంటారు. అందుకే మనకి చాటి లేదు అని మనం అనుకోకూడదు. మనము ఏదైనా కానీ ఒక దీనిలో మనం నడుస్తున్నామంటే మన యొక్క వ్యక్తిత్వాన్ని, మన యొక్క గౌరవాన్ని, మన యొక్క ఇచ్చే ఒక రెస్పెక్ట్ని, మనం మాట్లాడే ఒక వేని చూస్తారు. బట్ బాయ్స్ అలా కాదు, ఎలా ఉన్నా వాళ్ళని ఎలా ఉంటారు. అందుకే గర్ల్స్ మనం ప్రతి దాంట్లోనూ ముందుగానే ఉండాలి. అందుకే అంతర్జాతీయ మహిళా దినోత్సవం అన్నారు కానీ అంతర్జాతీయ మెన్ డే అని ఎక్కడా లేదు. అందుకే మహిళలు ఎప్పుడు నంబర్ 1 పొజిషన్లోనే ఉంటారు. మరొకసారి అందరికీ మా అంతర్జాతీయ మహిళా దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు.
Thank you. Thank you all the students. It's my privilege to present a vote of thanks and respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, faculty members and dear students. As we come to the conclusion of the remarkable Women's Day celebration, it is my privilege to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks on behalf of Raghvendra Institute of Pharmaceutical Educational Research, Raipur Autonomous. Firstly, I express my deepest gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. Vivi Chitra, Director of Women Empowerment, JNUA, for gracing this occasion with her inspiring words and valuable insights. Your presence has truly enriched our celebrations, madam. Thank you so much. A special thanks to our guest of honor, Dr. E. Sridevi madam, lecturer in Botany, Government Arts College, Anantapur, for sharing her knowledge and experiences that have motivated our students and faculty alike. I extend my sincere appreciation to our principal, Dr. Y. Padmanabha Reddy garu, and our distinguished speakers, Dr. Samhita Reddy, Mrs. Manita Reddy, and Uma Maheshwara sir, Vinod Kumar sir, Ramalingeshwara sir, for their invaluable contributions and support for the grand success of this event. A big thank to the Women Empowerment Cell team, all women fraternity of Raipur, and who worked tirelessly to make this event a grand success. Your dedication and hard work are truly commendable. Our heartfelt heartfelt congratulations to all the prize winners of various competitions. Our new talent and enthusiasm are truly inspiring. We hope you continue to excel in your future endeavors. A special mention to our students and participants for their valuable and active involvement in cultural performance and presentations. You have made this event a vibrant and meaningful. I thank Raipur Media Partner Pharma Capture for the presentation and preparation of AV and full video cover of 40 50-year students who represented speak on women empowerment. And thank you all for being a part of this wonderful celebration. Let us continue to empower, inspire and uplift each other, making every day a step toward gender equality and progress. Wishing you all happy International Women's Day. Thank you. We will end the session by national anthem. Please all of you stand for that.
जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all girl students for the participation in International Women's Day celebrations. Now you can disperse.